Orlando embraces facial recognition tech. Long, snaking lines may become a thing of the past for passengers traveling through Orlando's main air hub. Orlando International Airport is set to be the first airport in the US to use facial recognition to process passengers on all inbound and outbound international flights. The scans will be checked against passenger passport photos and travel information on the Department of Homeland Security database to verify a traveler's identity. Biometric screening is expected to speed up passenger processing, but concerns have been voiced over privacy and potential information theft. U.S. Customs and Border Protection claims scans in the database are deleted after 14 days, but could be removed almost immediately in the future. Photos of foreign nationals, however, are also kept in the automated biometric identification system for up to 75 years. The system currently has a 99% accuracy rate, though officials can manually screen passports and fingerprints if a photo doesn't match, or a U.S. citizen decides to opt out. Once fully implemented, facial scanners will be stationed inside the airport's 30 international departure gates and 2 CBP checkpoints. The technology is also being used in other U.S. airports, though to a lesser degree. Yay or nay to face scans?
China putting AI and facial recognition into classrooms. China needs to keep its 1.3 billion citizens in check, especially now that some of them have found the real world beyond the Great Firewall. To take Chinese control into the 21st century, Beijing is now shoving facial recognition and AI into the classroom. The West worries about things like individual privacy, while in China it's about as prevalent as clean air. According to a state media report, a high school in eastern China is testing facial recognition to see how engaged, aka bored, students in the classrooms are in real time. They claim the system can pick up 7 moods, including happy, sad, afraid, and angry by scanning a student's face. The camera in the front of the classroom can also track 6 types of behavior such as reading, writing, raising your hand, standing up, listening to the teacher, listening, and leaning on the desk. A social credit score for everyone, facial recognition to track ethnic minorities, and now AI in classrooms. It's a glorious time to be Chinese. There's no escaping in China. Chinese authorities have begun donning high-tech glasses to spot suspects, the latest use of facial recognition technology in the increasingly all-seeing state. Police in Zhengzhou can now verify people's identities within minutes using sunglasses with a camera attachment, which is connected to a database via a portable device. Officers who spot a suspicious person from as far as 5 meters away need only take a photo showing at least 70% of the face. The photo is run through the system, allowing officers to access information like names, ethnicity, gender, and address. It also details the hotel a person is staying at, recent internet history, and whether he is wanted for any crime. 7 suspects involved in a kidnapping and hit-and-run incidents have been arrested so far, with 26 others apprehended for using fake IDs. The use of facial scanners and other similar technology are widespread in China, where there are fewer privacy concerns. The government is in the process of amping up surveillance, starting with a database containing relevant information on its 1.3 billion citizens. Face recognition tech used by British cops. The British nanny state has millions of surveillance cameras, but even with those legion of lenses, UK police tech still struggles with face recognition. New findings by British newspaper The Independent say that facial recognition technology employed by the UK's Metropolitan Police Force is wrong 98% of the time. The newspaper reports that of 104 alerts created by the force's face recognition system, only 2 were correct. Responding to the report, the Metropolitan Police told The Independent they were trialing the technology and that there's no current end date for this. The cops also said no arrests have been made via the tech and that all false positives are deleted within 30 days, while other non-alerting images are deleted immediately. Elsewhere, The Independent also found that facial recognition used by police in Wales has been wrong 2,400 times since last June. The newspaper reports that most of this happened last summer in Cardiff when the city was hosting the UEFA Champions League final. Less than 10% were accurate matches. According to the BBC, South Wales Police said the system has gotten better over time.
Amazon submits patent for pay-by-selfie technology. The Seattle-based company has filed a patent application for technology that will soon allow customers to pay by taking a photo of themselves, instead of keying in passwords. Amazon hopes to improve security for its users with the new technology. When a user logs into the Amazon app, after selecting their items for purchase, users will be asked to take a selfie, performing a requested action like blinking one eye. The app will then employ facial recognition software to confirm the user's identity in place of stored or re-entered passwords. The user's identity is then either rejected or confirmed. Only when confirmed can a purchase be completed. While Amazon concedes it's possible in some circumstances to trick the system with a two-dimensional image of a person, it expects the technology to improve security.
In China, someone's always watching. Facial recognition is popping up everywhere in China as the government looks to technology to keep constant track of its people and what they're up to. Chinese apartments equipped with keyless entry use cameras to scan and verify residents' faces. But although convenient, the technology is also being used by authorities to monitor individuals and identify alleged bad guys and persons of interest. The project, called Sharp Eyes, intends to connect public security cameras with those in private compounds and buildings to form a nationwide surveillance and data sharing network. Sharp Eyes' aim is to compile information on citizens, including criminal and medical records, travel and purchase history, and social media use, and link it to a face and identity card. Its name derives from a communist slogan and is linked to Chairman Mao's attempts to get citizens to spy on each other. Supposedly, the system can track suspicious behavior to help eliminate crime, which in China can be anything from homicide to speaking out against the government. Ultimately, the goal is for total surveillance, and in a country where being an ethnic minority or an activist can get you flagged, that prospect is frightening. Even technology can be biased. A study conducted by MIT's Media Lab revealed something shocking about facial recognition. The systems are better at identifying light-skinned males than darker-skinned females. MIT researcher Joy Bulamwini built a dataset of 1,270 faces from different countries that included a large number of females in public office. The faces included 3 African nations with predominantly dark-skinned populations and 3 Nordic countries with mainly light-skinned people. To see how well the systems are at identifying the faces, 3 different facial recognition systems made by Microsoft, IBM, and Megvii of China were put into the trial. Each face was assigned with a rating for skin type based on the Fitzpatrick rating system, a 6-point rating system which dermatologists use for classifying different shades of skin. The results showed the systems had an easy time with lighter-skinned men, only misidentifying gender in about 1% of all photos, and about a 7% inaccuracy rate for lighter-skinned women. The system struggled with darker-skinned men with 12% inaccuracy, while darker-skinned women just seemed more difficult for systems to read correctly with a 35% inaccuracy rate. Based on the results, the study suggests the systems require some urgent revamping in order to operate in genuinely fair, transparent, and accountable ways.